I told Logan he shouldn't be drinking any of that club water, and well, now he's got to stay out of the next video and
Yeah,
sleep off all
unfortunately.
that gunk.
Yeah, it's gonna be the four of us this time, and
Yep.
Mario's in his painter's outfit.
Because I didn't give this thing much love last time I had it.
It's a cute outfit.
Yep,
Oh, yeah.
based on the classic Mario paint.
That's
Just
true.
warning, I'm gonna be dancing.
Hi, Ouija.
I'm gonna be dancing throughout this
Hey.
video. I love this song.
Well, that's
Oh
interesting.
yeah.
Welcome, head to Peron, Peronza Plaza for our cooking carnival. We prepared our stew. Stew, festive stew for the best. Thanks to our volcano, it's never turned out better.
That's interesting.
So that whole little chaotic event that happened earlier apparently made the stew even better than ever.
Huh.
Well, then you know what? Make the most out of a bad situation, I suppose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Luigi's motto.
It went from being the usual medium well to an excellent well done.
I gotta
Well,
wonder, just how efficient is it to cook with a volcano?
Well, considering it's Mario we're talking about, probably not as disastrous as normal expectations would dictate.
Yeah.
Sticky
Like-
forks.
Yeah. Or
Yeah, they're always nice to use as your typical catapult. I mean, that's all they're really good for.
Oh,
this is-
I think I remember this level.
Yeah, this is a pretty fun one. Like, a lot of the challenges here definitely, I'd say more so than the regular kingdom itself, a lot of the challenges here definitely make use of the potobos. Whoop.
And I always get so stressed out with them whenever I'm trying to make a jump to a new platform. I'd never know if I'm
Yeah.
gonna make it.
They're a tinge slippery.
The
Yeah.
thing with them is that if you want the most distance with them, you have to get but they're equivalent to a running start.
Right.
Yeah. Oop.
And obviously you don't want to overshoot it. But you can do stuff like that for an extra moon.
Yeah. I wanted to make a joke in the beginning that that the reason Logan is not here is because not just because he drank too much club water,
Popcorn.
but it was because that club water led to the opening drawing of the Lion King
go
Game
on,
Boy.
Oh,
Just to give you context as to what we just got finished recording.
It's-
folks.
not enough LaCroix will be enough to make you forget that image.
Yeah.
And to think that's just the opening cutscene. I shudder to think what the rest of the cutscenes in that Devil Damn Game look like.
You know
Yeah,
what?
really.
You know what? I'm curious about that right now. Let me see if the Spiders Resource has anything of the sort.
Yeah,
I feel like they probably do. Like I know they definitely have rips at the Genesis version.
yeah, I'm still very curious who got paid to draw that.
Well, clearly it was either their very first job or they got paid too much. Oh,
No way, no way. We already met in the Sand Kingdom, Metal Kingdom, and Cascade Kingdom. You hop all over the place, don't ya? Hey here, a gift.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh,
My
you're
dance
very
went out on
welcome.
me. Sorry, guys.
It's
What?
fine.
oh.
What could top this place? I mean, tip top, sky high, and maybe above and beyond.
Ooh, I know what
Hell,
he's,
do
what
I
he's
have
thinking.
just a place for you? But are you sure you're up for this? Because I know a place. We'll head out as soon as I grab some stew.
I love how the taxi driver's just in on it.
Yeah,
He's
basically.
he's just going along with it. I was like, oh, okay, we can do that.
Take a wild guess on where that is, and yeah, here's the carnival.
It won't be. It ain't hard to do. Just have to plug the exhaust port with thousands upon thousands of matchsticks.
That's a shame that Mario himself can't enjoy any of that stew because
Yeah.
of the implementations.
Ooh,
But
kick the
if we
cans.
go a little further, we'll find Peach in a nice looking,
Huh.
nice pair of overalls.
Aw.
Between the bright colors and the delicious smells, this place is a delight.
Everything here is delicious as delicious can be.
But I accidentally bit into this power moon. It was hard to in a bowl
What?
of stew. You can take it.
By the way, Mario, do you happen to know if there's a good dentist around here? I think
I was just about to say that, damn it.
And it looked like a piece of candy, so I thought, why not? I'll help myself to it.
I just didn't think it was a piece of candy I'd have to suck on.
Oh, piece of candy. Oh, piece of candy.
Candy.
Oh, piece of candy.
Piece of candy.
Is that a reference to something?
I think
Oh,
Family Guy, isn't
It's
it?
an old
Family
Family Guy
Guy,
episode
yeah.
with James Woods.
Oh,
Back-
okay.
Back when it was decent.
Right, yeah,
As
see,
hard
I've
as that is to
never,
believe.
never watched it. Never cared for it.
No
Same
worries.
here.
It's an
Yeah.
acquired taste.
Yeah, I
And even
used
then,
to like it, but now I used
still
to like
formula
it, now I
faulty,
don't
still
anymore.
formula faulty, stuck in harsh critic mode. Repairs will require a mechanic. Sensors detect you are 0.00% mechanic. Mechanic required.
So I'm
Yeah,
trying
I
to
was a
think.
fan
It's,
of. I just want to finish my thought real quick. I was a fan of Family Guy
Oh.
until like the newer episodes where they just got really trashy.
Yeah, I mean that's
Yeah.
that's just the fate of any sitcom that goes on too long. Sensor detect a mechanic. This unit is stuck in a loop due to some subatomic stew. Now sensing critical state ending. Systems normal. Computing gratitude. It adds up to this result. Here
So
you
turn-
go, meat bag.
so it turns out this thing's actually a 3D printer because it gave us a moon.
Yeah. Stew equals love, no matter what the formula.
I must now break down this component known as love, so I can be able to harness its ungodly powers.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
Don't hurt me.
So, you guys may be wondering why I'm all the way up here back on the stew pot. Well, it's because there's a stew pot all the way back in town, but we can't quite reach it without this stew
Yep.
pot. So,
Oh.
or if you would,
Here you go.
take the plunge!
Can you make? There you are.
Wow.
Delicious.
Yeah. Can you also get a moon from landing in the other one that's actually in town?
This is the one that's in town, yeah.
No, I mean the other one.
Oh no, we already got, well, we got that moon already.
Oh, okay.
I do think there's at least 3 stew pots that you need to heaten up, but though I could be wrong on that front. Anyway, time for our next post mission. Where you remember those giant totem thingies from the Snow Kingdom? They're
Yep.
buried deep within the salts of the earth.
I was about
Oh.
to say, I feel like that's salt, because it's like, I know it's supposed to be just recycling the snow, but it's just salt. Lots
Yeah,
of
it is.
salt in this area.
Yeah,
actually.
That's what I thought it was. Oh jeez.
Oh hey, hey, it works. I mean,
Oh,
not every day
Oh.
you can think of a salty Snow Kingdom.
the heck was
Sorry,
that?
something fell off my desk.
Oh, okay.
So,
It wasn't anything important.
It was
well,
a Weeble.
lest we forget which Star Wars movie that came out in recent years. Last Jedi
Yeah, Last Jedi.
had that planet of salt.
Oh, the
that's
planet
a
of
new one.
salt. That must be where the fans are.
Goes to show I haven't really caught up with those movies, so.
Yeah, no.
And
you
I've
Now
know,
that
just
Disney
never
Plus is a
cared.
thing, I'll have a chance to.
my overall summary is just I don't care for it.
I'm kind
Yeah.
of on and off with it. Ironically, I have a Star Wars laptop that I'm on right now.
Yeah. Honestly, like, I don't know if you've ever said it outright in a video, Allie, but I think, to be fair, you've also gone on record saying you're more of a Trekkie than a Warzy.
Yeah. I mean, I'm also a fan of good story writing, good storytelling. So, you know, I totally get where fans are coming from with their frustrations for the new movies.
Kind of a shame, because I heard The Force Awakens was actually pretty decent.
Assuming you can get over the fact that it essentially
I thought it
retreads
was.
it essentially retreads the story of A New Hope.
I
Well, to be
will
fair,
say
you could-
that I will say that is the last Star Wars movie I saw, because
That's fair.
I was not
Nice.
interested in Rey as a character. She's just not interesting.
That's fair.
Yeah, she
Well,
seems.
I bet.
I don't know if it's just me, but she seems pretty bland.
She's Mary
Well, then-
Sue-ish.
Well,
Yeah,
then it
that's-
must burn.
yeah.
Well, then it must burn your buns when you found out that the next 2 movies are pretty much focusing on her.
Yeah, no.
And Mario felt the same way.
They're like, they're focusing on who? Finn's a
I
much
heard
better
there's been
character.
kind of I heard there's been kind of a controversy with the Star Wars movies being on Disney Plus. The scene between Kylo Ren and Han Solo.
Oh jeez.
Oh, let me guess. They made it. Oh boy.
Oh no!
So what?
gonna
What
say?
is this? What is this controversy you're talking about? Because I haven't heard about this.
They altered the scene a little.
Let me guess. They made it so that Kylo shot first.
Yep.
Devil damn it! I was joking.
Yeah.
Really?
But you were
Seriously?
right though. Yes.
Also, I just realized the fuck is it, maybe it's just the trail, but that shot made it look like the fire bubble has a tail.
You idiot.
I
Wow.
was trying to grab down into the
yeah,
pipe and
that-
I accidentally pressed the cap button. Well, it's a good thing the exit's right here too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that actually happened.
Huh.
That
Well,
I
okay,
sounds
I was just
really.
making. I was just
Wow.
making a joke about the whole who shot first thing from the original.
I thought you
trilogy.
heard of it, so I didn't think you were joking.
To be
That's-
fair, Seely, you also gotta remember that Hype's not much of a Star Wars fan either, so it's not like he goes out of his way for that kind of info.
Yeah, that's
I
my
have-
brother's shtick, not me.
I have to say that
that's
is
music.
like that's so manufactured because George Lucas did the same thing with his
Ooh.
edits. They made it so that he made it so that Greedo shot first and not Han.
Yeah.
Like that's just I don't know. That's like so ironic. And yet it makes total sense for a multi-million-dollar company to do the same thing.
Well, to be fair, I think this was.
What's the point of altering the scene? That I don't get.
Well, I was about to say, with the whole Han Greedo thing, that happened before. I want to say it happened before Disney bought LucasArts.
No,
so
I know,
that's,
but
that's
like-
all on George's fault.
But I mean, like it's the stunt. It really feels like a publicity stunt.
well, I
Like,
just want to know,
Disney's
like,
been doing a lot of that lately.
I do question how that works publicity-wise, because like the only thing I can think of is like, is it to promote Solo or?
I mean, the only reason I can think of is just to stir up controversy because Star Wars is having trouble keeping relevant today in today's day.
Yeah. Ow! I mean, it's been around since the 70s. I'm surprised it's still going.
And you know
Uh,
what?
Well,
You
hey,
know what?
so,
At least-
you know what? So the Looney Tunes.
Yeah. You know
True.
what? At least we have things like The Mandalorian, which I hear is actually really good.
Yeah, Mad was telling us about that.
Yeah, he's been gushing about how good that show is.
Which, you know what? Good for it. I'm glad that they finally have someone. I'm glad they finally have something that's genuinely good nowadays.
You know, I guess on the topic of like controversies, kind of more or less starting with Disney Plus. You know, one thing I was expecting to happen, but it turns out it wasn't altered in the slightest, as far as I'm concerned. The original Dumbo, because I forget who of us actually found out the info, but apparently there was some news article that said that the crow scene from the original movie was going to get cut, and
But it
then
didn't.
it didn't. No, it's still there and accounted for. Like
That's good, honestly.
Yeah. I
'Cause,
mean,
like, if they
can't-
did
you
that,
can't
they'd be-
just- You can't
Yeah,
just
yeah.
erase. You can't just erase controversy and/or history.
Well,
Yeah, of
honestly,
course.
not even just history. It's also just a matter of plot because they're the reason that Dumbo could fly, right?
right,
Exactly.
they gave
Yeah.
remember the magic feather? Ow!
Yeah, it came from one of the crows.
I mean, where else would you get a magic feather from? You can't just reanimate a scene.
Whoop.
Yeah, and not to mention the crows were in the final shot of the movie, and
Yeah.
the only way you'd be able to effectively get rid of them is if you make a very awkward crop on that scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it would just not be viable.
Again,
Or-
it's weird. Like there's some things that are edited because of the thing, and then there's others that you think would be edited but are still left intact. And well, and also consider the fact that they have got confirmed that the older Simpsons episodes that were kept to their cropped state, kind of like the that one Simpsons app from a while back. They did say that they were going to bring in the original versions at their original aspect ratio as well. So
That-
if anything, it means they're at least trying to improve.
Yeah, it's like, you know, keep in mind, they just launched this thing, so obviously they're gonna have a lot of irons to kink out, you know, on top of the fact that there's obviously stuff that they're gonna add in, and to their credit, they did, not recently, they do have a suggestion box where you can, you know, make suggestions for things to add on to it, like, I know we talked about stuff like the Buzz Lightyear series and a
House
bunch
of
of
Mouse,
other
House
stuff.
of Mouse, and House of Mouse.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
Whoop. So I feel like that they're at least trying to, you know, be on their A game for this. And since they just opened up, I'm willing to give them time.
Yeah, I do feel like with how messy it is, so there is some kind of inside conflict going on. Like some
Oh,
people
I'm
really
sure.
want it to be good, other
Yeah.
people just want it to be, I don't know. They want to keep it safe for people. I don't know. It's weird.
So long
You know-
they just want to stick to the plan that lets them keep their wallets as fat as they are.
Yeah.
Upon retrospect, I'm surprised that this is the video we have our Disney Plus tangent on, and not the one beforehand.
You know, this is one of those reasons why we usually don't do these videos without Logan, because we always spiral into something weird.
No, it's
Well,
fine.
that is
Honestly,
input anyway.
some can make the argument that's half the fun of our videos.
I mean, true.
I'm sorry, I was the one who brought up the controversy.
Yeah,
It's
it's fine.
On
I
that
I
note,
mean, we
though,
kind of. I mean, one of us mentioned Star Wars, and we kind of.
your favorite kingdom's coming up.
Oh, ruined. It went with the draggy.
Yay,
Yep.
we got through
So-
one of my favorite kingdoms, and now we have alleys.
And, yeah.
Still there.
Yeah, he's still there.
Oh my goodness.
He still feels the freaking intensity of all those ground pounds to the head.
Yeah.
What's up, sis?
Why does he have the construction outfit on?
Oh, because,
doesn't.
well, we're in
Oh.
Crumbledon. You can never be too
Oh.
careful whenever
Oh.
there's any sort of debris that might
Oh,
fall
no,
on
no,
you.
no.
Oh, yeah,
That's
of
not the-
course.
I
that's
didn't
not
think of
construct-
it like that.
That's not the construction outfit. This is frickin' Wrecking Crew.
Yeah, Wrecking Crew 98.
Oh, okay,
and
right.
I will say, I was actually planning on using the Knight armor that also got released post DLC. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough coins for it, and I didn't want to take the time to grind those coins up the balloon world. So I just figured, you know what? I'll just go with the faster option and just put on a freaking construction helmet.
Well, you
Yeah,
know what this
makes
building,
sense.
you know what this castle is in decomposure, so you know it's appropriate. You gotta keep your skull intact.
Yeah, I mean, for fuck's sake, it's not built to code.
I mean, seriously, there's so many glaring building violations, and look at all this dust. You're the most unsanitary dragon I've ever had the mispleasure of slaying. What do you have to say for yourself, young man?
It's not my fault.
Actually, what I was thinking is
It's
like,
not my fault.
actually, I was thinking like,
What do you have to say for yourself? Excuses.
The sad truth is that this is all entirely his fault. Like, if you look up the brochure, all this carnage is because of that dragon's
Oh.
very bad temper.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
But he's fine now.
yeah, Bowser's like, you know what? I think this might be the one instance I'll practice micromanagement.
I still have to wonder what the process was for Bowser to suddenly hijack that thing. I mean,
I'll give you a cookie.
I mean, all things considered, like, unless we're talking about the Mario Brothers, or on the very rare occasion Peach or Toad, like, Bowser really is a beast in his own right. I mean, he had a whole RPG half
dang.
dedicated to himself.
Yeah,
Look
really.
at all the coins.
Yeah, there's a lot. And, I mean, hey, all the merrier in case you want to get all the stuff from the gold shops.
Yep.
And
But yeah, I think the main.
I was gonna make a small comment earlier that the dragon is as big, if not bigger, than the tower.
No, he's
What is it,
about
that
as
wingspan?
big. Oh, counting the wingspan. Okay.
Oh yeah, counting weeks, but yeah, he may as well be.
And what's funny is that, like, I don't know, it might have been Super Mario Bros. That boasted it, but if you look at the entire model of the dragon, like, everything from, I think, the chest below is, like, N64 levels of poly detail.
Which is
Yeah,
fair,
'cause, like,
considering you're not going to see all that detail from a clear enough angle.
Yeah, it makes sense, and it also saves on asset. What do you call it? Storage space.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, there's also the matter of fact that, well, I mean, like it or not, like the New Donkers way back in New Donk City, like they run under a system where the further you're away from them you are, the less frames and detail they have on their models.
Yeah.
To the point where
Yeah.
they're practically PowerPoint presentations.
Yeah, the way they do that is they're actually separate models depending on the distance of the camera to them.
So it's essentially the Mario 64 thing all over again.
Actually,
Well, yeah.
it also kind of, I was about to say, it reminds me of, because I've been watching their video of it not long ago, where they were looking at all the Banjo models. It's not dissimilar to what they do with Banjo or Diddy Kong Racing, where, in the latter's case, you have two separate models, one for them in the cart, and then you have, like, this freaking triangle for when they're, like, really far away.
Oh yeah. Like again, they always have to take into account that like too much good graphics at once can cause the frame rate to stutter.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
Which is why, like, there's certain games that can only run at 30 frames because they don't want to sacrifice that much detail.
Right.
Yeah.
Thankfully, Mario Odyssey is willing to look for as many loopholes as they can to make sure the game is as gorgeous as it can be without using too much of its resources.
Yeah, honestly, I can't think of any instances, if any, where the game pretty much dips in frame rate.
There might be like the very occasional bit where it just dips to like only by like a few frames, but otherwise it's next to non-existent.
Yeah.
Like, this game overall just runs gorgeously, and for the most part looks gorgeous, even if there are the occasional bits that do look a little dated, even at close range.
Yeah, I think
It's
we
just
mentioned.
one of those things where a Mario game usually isn't known for its high fidelity graphics until you meet this thing.
Hi, big boy.
Hello? I forgot you
So,
were here.
hi Kaizano, how you doing?
So,
right,
how
I
are the
want-
kids?
I forgot
Oh,
I'm
jeez, fisheye lens.
There we go.
There you go. Oil painting.
A proper painting.
I
Those
think
freaking teeth.
I
Now then,
know.
what do you have to say for yourself, mister?
So tired. And that's all he says.
Yeah.
Yep.
Aw.
I mean, it proves that this thing does indeed have a voice.
I almost feel sorry for him.
So, oh look, there's
what are you
Peach right
doing
next
here?
to him.
Do you want to get a good look at the dragon?
Let's see.
This kingdom, well, let's just say it's a fixer-upper.
That's putting it lightly.
That's also with...
Oh, sorry.
As long as I'm with Peach, I'll be fine, I'm sure. Oh, but I did find a power moon here. I hope it's useful to you in your travels.
Are we not gonna talk about the devil damn dragon behind me?
What dragon? What dragon are you talking about? I don't see any dragon. That castle. This could be a good opportunity to finally go there of my own free will.
Yeah,
Oh,
Chi-Chi's
boy.
gonna go to Bowser's next.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, now that the big bad Bowser's no longer there, why the heck not?
I mean, seriously, do you not see this? Oh, that's a lovely pillar. Devil damn
Oh,
it.
jeez.
Honestly, paint the dragon a certain color, it looked like it would mesh with all the architecture.
It would, yeah.
Yeah.
He's also a slender boy. He could be one of the towers.
Oh, definitely. Like the dude is about as lank can get. Like, assuming
Yeah.
you can actually. I mean, it's pretty easy enough to see when you actually look at the tower from a distance.
You know what? I know this would be asking too much, but I notice he doesn't really have a cap to keep him from being captured.
Dude, if Cappy already has a hard enough time to capture the freaking T-Rex, I'm not sure if we want to see him try to attempt it with a dragon.
Yeah,
You know what?
Yeah.
Well, no, you know what? That could be a character building moment. He finally summons the will to control the devil damn thing. Also, why are we in boxers?
I was
Because
just about
yes.
to ask.
I was about to say I actually didn't
Because
notice
what?
you changed. I didn't notice you changed. Actually, is why I
Yeah,
asked.
I just
What
noticed
did you
it.
say, James? I didn't hear you.
Because why not? That's all that's the only excuse I have as to why Mario is in his boxers in a Bloodborne sort of environment.
Oh, wrong. Actually, I guess you could still get
I
it.
love the sounds his feet
not.
make.
Pitta, 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 pitta.
Yep. There you go.
There you
Yay.
go.
Yeah, it spawns
But yeah.
coins when you got it right.
Just unfortunately, much like the Nimbus Arena before, Crumbledon is there really aren't that many moons in this place considering how small it all is. So
Yeah.
I mean, it goes without saying, I'm pretty much getting every moon in this area.
Yeah.
Also, I think this is pretty much going to be the rest of the video,
Yeah,
which is no
Nice.
problem.
Oh, ooh,
mother.
Oh, that
Mother.
wasn't nice.
Not so nice.
that was not nice at all.
About as nice as ice can be.
You're a meanie.
Oh my god, I remember that scene from Super Mario 3.
Wait,
Where the
what?
turtle shell says going,
Oh, okay.
Wait, what?
Let's see.
I'm not familiar.
I don't even know what you're talking
It's in
about.
World 7. It's kind of obscure. I think I'm the only one who remembers it.
Oops.
Oh.
Yeah, Pipeland was sort of just there.
Here's that one.
I think I say that because I remember sound effects.
I just remember
I'll
that
have to
trippy
look
theme
back
song.
on that another time. Anyway, another moon for the collection.
Roulette tower stopped.
And my nipples.
Man,
Honestly, I
it's cold.
forget the whole-
Feel my mustache.
Now that I think about it, I don't remember the full context as to why I put on the freaking boxers in this area.
Again, you're thirsty. Again, you're thirsty for those chocolate nips.
What?
I mean, just think about it. Like, out of everyone here, he's the one that likes wearing that outfit the most. We've
No, he wants to show off his death-defying boxers.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I'm thinking.
Don't mind me. I'm just going to defy all sorts of logic with these pantaloons.
I feel like he could still make it if that red one's still in the middle.
Yeah.
Well, I'm only doing this anyway, because, like, if you get them in the right position, you do get additional coins.
Oh, I know that. I just mean for the sake of, like, if no one's patient enough for it.
I mean, granted, the game's not quite as exploitable in the 2D sections as it is in 3D.
Those aren't timed, are they?
No, they're not.
Nah.
Thank God.
Yeah,
They
they
stay the way.
yeah, they reset with the button.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yay!
Woo!
There it is.
Oh, you know what? I think I know why I kept Mario in his boxers. Ghosts and Goblins reference.
Oh,
Oh,
right, okay.
And actually, you know what? If you did have the money for the night suit, it actually would have been much more in line.
Kinda, yeah. It would have made a lot more sense as it does here. But
Yep.
anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah,
and
at
also
this
because
point I only
freaking
have...
dragon.
Oh, you know what? I just realized this here dragon's hot and holding off on us.
All right, you. Where is my money?
Where's my money?
Damien?
Let's see.
Like,
Where
what
could he
would
be
be
hiding?
what would be a Damien equivalent to the dragon?
You wouldn't want me to pull out those little piggies, do you?
Dragonborn, maybe?
No.
Downward.
Oh, you know what I'm doing here? I think what I'm trying to do is oh, now I remember now, the fucking rock.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And
It's-
this thing takes forever to break.
It takes
Yeah.
forever, but it's really not that hard.
It's
you
not,
gotta be
it's not
patient
hard.
with
It's just tedious.
Yeah. Well, thankfully, I was about to say, at least it's not that easy to like knock off the arena.
Here,
Yeah,
here,
it's a
keep
big
that.
arena.
Oh,
There you go.
well, I guess it's true what they say. A dragon's tooth is as sharp as
Is as sharp as a tooth. Hello.
Hello there, good looking.
Do
Hello
you
there.
mind?
It's like, you have beautiful eyes.
Get off my face.
First.
Let's see. I think. Okay, yeah, it's on
Oh
his horn.
yeah, there's one in his horn.
Like I said, you've been holding out on me, and I'm here to collect.
Do I have to clip off those giant wings of yours? I have a giant pair of toenail clippers.
Whoa, that was weird.
What happened?
The way the lighting was on the moon.
Oh yeah, the
Ah.
glare
Oh, I didn't
kind
notice.
of.
Yeah.
It was only
Look
for
at this dragon. He is so
Yeah.
done with me right now.
Yeah.
Like, okay, fine, I'll let you have the power moon. Just leave me alone.
It's like, will you?
That's my nose.
This poor dragon.
Yeah.
I think that's everything.
He's had a bad day ever since that Bowser tried to put a hat on him.
Yeah.
Maybe you know.
And
I
actually,
bet
and
he
actually
agreed
before-
to. Sorry.
well, I was about to say before we do end off, I know we brought it up back when we were in the Cloud Kingdom, but again, the dragon had a lot of different designs during development, and like between a Bishi humanoid dragon and something more closer to like actual Japanese dragons, but they ultimately went with something straight out of Dark Souls.
Yeah. I'm curious if there was a point where they actually did try to attempt to make him feel along the lines of a Mario art style before they decided no, this is much cooler.
Yeah.
I think they did, but I'd have to look back on the art book to make sure. But anyway, what did you want to say before we ended off, Glee?
I was only gonna say that maybe he agreed to Bowser. Maybe he agreed to serve Bowser just so he could take out his frustrations out on something, and I guess Mario
Yeah.
was it.
I had a bad day at work. My wife divorced me. I gotta punch something.
I mean, when you stop and think about it, it is true. He technically wrecked this entire kingdom. He had nothing left to wreck.
Yeah, and now he's
true.
just
So
done.
why not wreck this random plumber that flies on by?
Yeah.
So, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, see you all for Bowser's Kingdom.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Now I'm angry all over again. Now I gotta go punch something.